Well, I went and checked the manual. The manual is available online. And these screws don't need to come out. So I'm going to put these back in. To make sure that they hold things tight, and there's not a good way to connect up inside the motor, so I'm gonna have to use the pigtail that's on the outside of the motor for the electrical connections, but that'll be fine. And while I was reading the manual, I discovered that this particular motor comes in like 9 varieties for all the various this is number 8, and there's 9 different varieties for 32 volt DC up to 130 volts AC at a wide variety of cycles. But anyhow, also I left this set screw in place, which is good, because this screw doesn't need to come out for the motor to get removed. It must just hold a bearing in place. The 2 screws that need to come out for the bearing or for the motor are the set screws on the hex or on the spiral gear here. So I'm gonna clean the goo off of there. There we go. Now that I got that to loosen up, we can get 1 screw, and then the manual did say there's the 2nd screw. It's a pair of set screws. And that is a weak screwdriver. Alright, so that screwdriver's too soft. Let's see if I can get my little right angle set in there. Nope, that is also too wide. Alright, I'm going to have to get, I'm going to have to go find a screwdriver that's narrower than this bit. Okay, I gave it one more shot on that, and it came out, so. Make sure the Oh yeah, that set screw is more than loose enough. And that one is plenty loose now. Okay. And then, there we go. Supposed to be able to carefully draw this out. And the reason for doing that was because this brush is stuck and oh, can't reach out there. There we go. Push that in. That brush is got plenty of carbon dust on it, but these brushes are still got lots of life in them, so there we go. Now there we go. I'm going to brush out the carbon brush holder locations here. And that way, that brush should, there we go. There we go. The brush slides in there properly now to make good contact. This is the bottom one that didn't want to slide, and it's still, make sure that we get it. Yeah, this bottom one does not want to slide. Aha, feels like there's grease in there. So this motor got over-greased, and the grease worked its way into the brush holder on the bottom there. And that's why, yeah. All right, I'm gonna need to get some cleaner in there. The other thing that the manual said is that in order to get the motor shaft to slide back in place, you do have to remove these two grease reservoirs and then fish around in here to get the felt out of the way, which I'm fishing around in here with a screwdriver and not feeling anything, so that may have been removed a while ago by someone else. It has a specific warning not to bend the tabs, that's the tab that's visible there, so don't actually that's probably very original grease in there, so removing that is not gonna be a loss. It is a lovely green, so it's the same, you know, so it matches the Green Singer logo. But, alright. I'm gonna take some WD-40, I think, and spray down this brush hole and brush that out. Aha, there's the worm gear that fell out because it's not being held in place by a motor shaft. So, alright. It will be back after I spray this out and try to scrub that inside out and get the grease out of it.